Good morning, everybody. I'm coming to you to talk to you about a different assessment tool that I think we're going to be shifting to as we move forward here with our e-learning. I hinted towards it in a previous fake assessment, but with the issues Schoology is having, I think this platform will be more stable for us, and we're going to give it a shot. So here's what it does for us, and here's what is new. First of all, I'm going to move the testing time from 30 minutes to 60 minutes, so I'm doubling that time for you. Um, my intention is that this is about a 20-minute quiz, assessment, test, whatever you want to call it. So if you're prepared to take it, it should take you about 20 minutes to actually solve those stuff that the questions are. So I'm giving you double that time then to basically submit it, handle any maybe slowdowns of the Schoology, any of that kind of stuff, and then get it into me, okay? In addition to that, if you have any other tech problems that expand past 60 minutes, please come see me, or not see me, I guess. Please come email me, text me, give me a call, and I can help you out from my end. I have the ability to extend the time and reset things for you to do that. All right. One other thing I want to show you quick is there's this Schoology status monitor. It's status.schoology.com. Before you do anything timed, I would suggest going here and checking to see what the operation is of Schoology until they get things working better. We are an enterprise user right here. So as long as this is operating normally and nothing major down here, like the mobile app is fine, you should be good to go. I would not want to be a basic user today because they have service disruption going on for them. So that's one thing just to kind of be aware of. Now, the actual assessment, what is different, what is new, what is better about doing it this way? So let's take a look at that for you guys. You'll notice how you start a new attempt, just like before. But one of the things you're going to see from the very beginning is you're going to see this little menu up here. This is stuff that allows speech to text and some other adaptability for students who may need that. For most of you, you won't need to worry about this. If you do need those adaptations, you want this read to you, this is a tool that can do this stuff for you by hitting play, and it can do some other changes too that you may need. Now, what I would suggest is grab the crosshairs and move this thing down and out of the way, because this tells you the time that you're taking your test. You have a full hour to do this and what question you're on. So it does by default kind of hide that little part of the window. But you can move it anywhere you want it to go. We're still going to have multiple choice questions. Let's say you're looking at this multiple choice question, and one of the new tools that you can have is off to the right hand side in this little toolbar is this eliminate choices tool. So if I click on that and I say, well, correct answer, wrong answer, or maybe, I think the wrong answer is not the right answer. I can click on that, and it's kind of like crossing it out when you take a multiple choice test. So you say, nope, I know that's not right. And then you can say, well, is it the correct answer or is it the maybe? I think it's the correct answer. And then you actually select your right answer, okay? If you cross out two but don't select the correct one, it doesn't count as turning it in. So make sure you still pick the radio button for the correct one. Another feature this has is a flag feature. So if I click the flag for review, before I submit this, it's going to tell me that question number one I flagged that I wanted to go back and look at again, which I think is kind of powerful. There are additional accessibility things that you might need if you have some visual impairment or other things that you might want to look at. And there is a built-in calculator just in case you don't have your calculator with you and you need to do it. And it's just a basic scientific calculator for you to work with, okay? And of course, you can go to full screen too. Now, these are the tools I've set up. There are some additional ones, but they were not ones that I felt we needed for our quizzes and tests. Clicking on next, we're still going to have some matching. Matching is better now, so I can actually match this up. So cat goes to dog and dog goes to cat, right? That's how it should work. Nope, that's wrong. I got to flip it around. So it's a drag and drop, which is kind of a nice feature on this one as you work your way through this. There can still be areas where there's just plain old text. There'll be nothing to do here. So if you see this, don't freak out that you're not getting a place to write an answer. This is just a spot for me to give you information before the next part of the quiz. And then we're still going to have fill in the blanks. So, blank, blanks. As we do this, for you to fill in. I can create word banks for this if I want to. Right now, I'm not planning on doing it. And I also can create drop-down menus in this if I want to. Instead, actually make like a paragraph turn into a multiple choice test, which is kind of cool for our world language people. as you look at this. Now you'll notice you're getting one question at a time, but it's running a ticker down here the entire time. So you can always say, well, I did 4, but wait a minute, I just remember what happened on number 2. So here's number 2, and then, oh yeah, number 3, I did this. So you can jump from question to question as you want to as you work through this, okay? And then we did number 4, so now next. We're still going to have some normal essay. So this is where you're going to basically type in answers that you can have. You'll notice that the toolbar is a little bit different. One I want to point out to you is over here that the little A with the asterisk above it is a character map. So I can preload in special characters for you that you might need as you're doing your work. And you can still do some equation editing also with this thing. Notice how it does not allow you to upload images here. That feature we have turned off on purpose, okay? Because I do not want images uploaded anymore. That is causing some major issues with people bogging down in trying to take an assessment, because to upload the pictures takes a lot of time and it causes interruptions. So that's your essay. The newest one, and the one I think you're going to like the most, is basically an open canvas. Okay, so any question I write on here, I can come up here and choose what color I want to write in. I'm a green kind of guy, so I can write anything I want to in my canvas. That's my plus sign. I'm doing this with a mouse cursor, so x plus y equals, sort of equals z here. And then anything you write will actually create a sequence of character events for me to watch. So what happens is I'll see x plus y equals z. So I actually can watch how you did your work in terms of solving your answers and working your way through that. Okay. So this is hopefully will be a great tool. You can just use your iPad screen and write directly on it and be done. So that being said, I would suggest using your iPads or a touchscreen device to do these quizzes because of this feature right here and how we're going to utilize it. Okay. When you are all done with this, you're going to want to review your work. So it's going to force you to do a review. It's going to say, okay, here, did you have any flags? Yep, you flagged this one. So you fully attempted it, but you flagged it, so you know that. So you can identify your flags. Number 3, we didn't attempt because it wasn't a real question. That's okay. And then once you are done with reviewing any ones you need to, you hit finished, and that is it. Okay. Hopefully this is helpful for you in terms of navigating this new assessment. As always, if you have questions, please let me know. Thanks, guys.